going to start, of course, with Nottingham Forest. They moved level on points with second place Arsenal with a 3-0 win away at Wolves on talkSPORT, and it was live last night. So, big question. Can they win the league?
Back to Gibbs White, he finishes it. It's a perfect goal for Nottingham Forest. That is the perfect game plan for this Forest team. 2 of the last 3 teams with 20-point improvements at the halfway stage in consecutive seasons went on to do what, do you think? Win the league. And Hudson-Odoi took a full advantage, set it back for Chris Wood, and he finishes it off. Iwanyi will tap it in from inside the 6-yard box, and it's victory for Nuno Espirito Santo. Wolves 0, Nottingham Forest 3.
Load of Forest fans, right? They're leaving Molineux right now. Cannot quite believe where they are. Half-season awards, Nuno Espirito Santo has been manager of the season.
But honestly, I don't know why you don't say we can't win the league. We're unbelievable.
So you can win the title, H?
100%.
100%, yeah, Nottingham Forest moved within 6 points of the leaders, Liverpool, with a comfortable win away to Wolves. It was live on talkSPORT last night. Goals for Morgan Gibbs-White. He was brilliant, by the way. Chris Wood and Taiwo Iwanyi secured Forest's 6th win in a row in the Premier League. It means they are 3rd in the Premier League, level on points with Arsenal in 2nd place. Their gaffer, Nuno Espirito Santo, spoke to talkSPORT after the game. He explained why his team have been so successful so far this season.
To the hard work of the players, the running, the desire, the organization, the help that they show inside of the pitch to compensate the spaces, defending well, and then a bit of luck to score first, early in the game, to score just before the end of the first half makes a big difference, and in the second half, I think we managed really well the game, really, really well.
Listen, still a long, long way to go, but you can only commend what you've seen so far. And this season, results-wise, Nottingham Forest have been absolutely incredible, above and beyond what anyone could have predicted.
Yeah, no one would have seen this coming. Do you know what I mean? You look at last season where they were just about survived relegation. Do you know what I mean? I know in the end it was probably a little bit more comfortable, but when you look at what Nuno's done this season, I mean, surely they can't quite believe it. I mean, they finished 17th last season. Now they find themselves joint second.
There's lots of similarities between them and Leicester, the year Leicester won the Premier League.
The question people were asking, what would be more impressive if Leicester, like Leicester did, which was incredible, or Forest this season? And I think Forest this season. And the only reason why I say that is because at that time Leicester won it. They were better than everyone, which is why they won it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the top sides were off it a little bit. This Liverpool side for the last 6 weeks, people have said it as the best team in Europe.
Yep, I've said that.
Yep, the best team in Europe.
Yeah, can't argue that.
Fly in the league, fly in the Champions League. If Forest was to somehow run Liverpool down, pass them, and win it, this would be the best, I think. But no, what Nuno's done has been fantastic.
It's a close, either way, it's a close conversation.
It's a close, but you know what I mean? But to remember, they've got to chase Liverpool down. If they chase Liverpool down and pass them...
Well, their next home game is to Liverpool. That's next Tuesday. Yeah. And, of course, they've already beaten them at Anfield by a 0-0. If they can win that, close the gap to 3 points, I know Liverpool's still got a game in hand. When do we start talking about the possibilities? Not of top 4, because we're already talking about that now.
Winning the league?
Yeah.
They'd have to pass Liverpool first.
They've got to pass Liverpool.
If they were in first and they've got a little buffer, the moment they jump Liverpool, because that means they would have run them down, that's when you go...
If they're a point above Liverpool with 8 games to go...
Yeah, they're in it. They're in it.
They're in it to win it.
They're in it to win it.
Okay.
But the only thing about that is that Liverpool got experience, and they've got a lot of players from that squad that have done that in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They've been battling Man City for season upon season.
Tell me about the style in which they play, because they don't necessarily like holding on to the ball.
No.
Right? They wait for teams...
they definitely don't like holding on to the ball.
They wait for teams to push them,
Yep.
And then they find a little way. They've got so much pace out wide. Their 2 centre-halves, Milinkovic and Morello, are just, I think, 2 of the best centre-halves. I know you're going to talk about Arsenal's, but they're in that conversation, 2 of the best centre-halves.
Ola Aina, brilliant at right-back. But do you know what it is? The funny thing about it was...
Sorry, can I just say as well, I'm looking at their front line now. Elanga, Morgan Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi has been outstanding. Yeah. And, I mean... What a season Chris Wood's having.
Well, you remember when they beat Liverpool at Anfield, they didn't even start with Elanga or Hudson-Odoi. Like, it was such
They came on, didn't they?
They came on and obviously Hudson-Odoi scored the goal.
Yeah.
But no, they've been exceptional. But they're a team that likes to sit in, be hard to beat, won't commit too many men forward. I mean, as I said, they had 39% possession last night. 39! And they've won. And don't get me wrong, at times they've had to ride their luck, because Strand Larsen must be waking up this morning thinking to himself, how have I not got at least a hat-trick?
Yeah.
He had 2 point blank that he doesn't score, and that could change the game. But when you're in these type of situations, it's like everything goes for you, and that's what's happening with Forest. But Chris Wood knows what he is. He's absolutely smashing the goals this season, been absolutely sensational. Gibbs-White and that whole going back to Wolves. the reception he got, the boos. He silenced that when he scored.
I think you could tell a lot by the way the team scores goals. They seem to be scoring team goals, lots of passing, breaking. I know that's how they score goals, but breaking from maybe their defence and then playing a couple of 1-2s, going down the middle. We saw it a lot with Gibbs White last night.
Yeah.
And they're scoring team goals rather than like 35-yard smashers, right?
Exactly. So, but the balance of the team is perfect. As I said, it is.
That's exactly right.
It comes from goalkeeper, really good goalkeeper in Sells. Obviously, I think he's got more clean sheets. The two centre half, the partnership there, Dominguez and Anderson just in front. The balance is right. It'd be interesting to see though what happens though once if it changes a bit, because I don't expect it to continue. But
why?
I almost feel now though, this is going to sound stupid, if Forest don't finish inside the top 4, it's a disappointment. And it sounds bonkers, but the way they've gone about their business this first half of the season, surely some supporters would be like, I know they're going to say, no, it's a blessing that we're up there, like it's been brilliant, but for them to be as good as they've been, and then they finished 7th. Yeah,
they would be devastated.
Devastated.
But on the whole, if you said to Forest fans at the beginning of the season 7th, they'd all take that.
Yeah, but if you said to them you've been joint second for
however many weeks.
Yeah.
Just a very quick word, because I know loads of Forest fans want to have they say in their can 03717 223344. Quick word about the manager. Because there have been question marks on his style of play. He tried to do what he's doing at Forest. He tried to do it when he was at Spurs. Yeah. It didn't work. Spurs fans hated his style. Got him out. They're now playing Ange ball. And all the neutrals love watching Spurs. I know Spurs fans. Yeah. So just a quick word on what Nuno's doing there. How responsible is he for...
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I think the Forest fans have given him time. They've allowed him to apply the tactics and the style of play that he wants, which works. And while the team's winning and doing really well, I think as a supporter, you go, do you know what? It might not be the best to watch, but we're winning games and they love every minute of it. It's when things are going the other way and you're playing this defensive style of football where you're not getting much possession, that's where the supporters, will they stick with you or do they want to see a more exciting brand of football? I think it always depends on results. If the team's winning but playing quite defensive, I think you'll just go, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like Conte at Spurs, when he was flying at the start and he got him Champions League, not too much was made of the style of play. Yeah, the moment it started to change, people were like, this is boring, don't like it.
Can Forest win the league?
They can, but I don't think they will.
They won't. Okay. Show of hands in the gallery there. Anyone think Forest are going to win the Premier League? Not one hand goes up. Will they get top 4?
Yes.
Show of hands, gallery, top 4? Not one.
If he finished top 4, he's manager of the season, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It has to be.
Over slot? It's just gone to Liverpool?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got, look what you're working with when you walk in the door.
Okay. I feel like that when I come into talkSPORT.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.